Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Today, if you're asking two people who is the real icon of Juventus, some people will say Cristiano Ronaldo, other people will say Beppe Marotta or even Antonio Conte, and they are probably all right, because yes, Cristiano Ronaldo is the big name of Juventus. Beppe Marotta started to build the team back in 2010, 2011, and Antonio Conte, thanks to his passion, he did amazing things to rebuild Juventus. But who is my big icon of Juventus? I will tell you. My big icon, my big star is Andrea Agnelli. Why am I doing a video today about Andrea Agnelli? It's because today we are the 19th of May 2020, and 10 years ago our president, our chairman Andrea was appointed as president of Juventus. Crazy. I want you to keep one thing in mind when you listen to my story. When you listen my story about Andrea Agnelli, what he did in those 10 years. One thing you have to keep in mind is the guy was 34 years old when he took over Juventus. I am 38. I didn't do 10%, 5% of what he was able to do at age 34. So now he's 44, he will become 45, but what he did at Juventus is amazing. I'm a big fan of Andrea Agnelli. Let's check and read what he did until now. Actually, the big lines, because we will not go in detail, and then we will talk about a bit more in detail about the big things like the logo and so on. So what did he do in 10 years, Andrea Agnelli? He inaugurated the new stadium. He changed the logo. Meanwhile, we have J Medical, we have Juventus TV as an application, as the only Italian club. We have the J Hotel, we have the J Museum, we have the Continassa, that's where the headquarters are. It's totally new. We have, in the meanwhile, 16 trophies in 10 years with Andrea Agnelli, 69% of victories. We have a new Juventus women team. We are the first club in Italy to have an under 23 team, so a B team. When he took over, we had actually in revenues 156 million euro. In 10-year time, we are today at nearly 500 million euro revenue. That's amazing. That's crazy. He started back then with a duo, Marotta Del Neri. He didn't won the first year because we finished 7th. That was the first year of learning. But since then, only championships, only Serie A, 8 in a row. At the moment, we are over with Serie A. We don't know if we will win the 9th or not, but the guy who said that he was there to write history, he's writing it. He said one thing: people will start realizing what we are doing in a long time. And he was speaking about that after the 4th or 5th Scudetto. We are now at 8, maybe 9 in a couple of months if Serie A continue again. But actually, we are already writing history. He already did. We have also negative big titles. So the dispute with the Ultras, the farewells of Alessandro Del Piero, or the not farewell given to Claudio Marchisio, two big icons and legends of the club. But the guy we don't have to forget, he's still there and he's still fighting against the Calciopoli verdict. So that is all what Andrea Agnelli in 10 years did for Juventus. That's a lot, and I don't go in detail because we can also say that the guy in this time became president of ECA. He became also a member of the UEFA executive, so two big roles to have a presence as Juventus also in the UEFA. What's really important today, people that are not convinced about Andrea Agnelli, I will go in detail, but people from other clubs who are hating Agnelli, maybe you can also say thank you to Andrea, because if today Italy and Serie A are again able to have 4 different clubs in the Champions League, it's also thanks to Andrea Agnelli, because he did more for Serie A in 10 years that actually Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio did. Let's start immediately with a big controversy, the logo. The logo change that became this one. You all remember the old one, and that's a big dispute, but this also has a story. The guy came to Juventus, and what he said was really important. He said in the early beginning an important phrase. He said, "We are here today to think about tomorrow." He didn't want to be compared to all the other Agnellis. He didn't want to check what happened badly with 2 times 7th ranked or whatever, or the Calciopoli. No, he wanted to be here today to think about the future. He said that 10 years ago. And today we have our famous hashtag who is called Live Ahead. Live Ahead. So actually people forget that it's not a new strategy. It's a strategy that it started 10 years ago. We are here today to think about tomorrow. If we grow from 150 million to 500 million revenue, it's not magic. It's because we have strategies, and the logo change is part of that strategy. He wanted people to immediately recognize the logo. From where you are in the world, you love or you don't love football, you know or you don't know yet football, when you see the J, you know that it's Juventus. It's not also a mystery that in the next year, in the new season, all the kids, the name Juventus, like written here, will disappear from the kids from all material, because after 4 years, President Agnelli and Juventus as a club decided that it's time to launch only the J without the Juventus written, because people start to know it. Ronaldo is also a big thing that Andrea Agnelli did. He promised in the past that one day he would sign a Ronaldo lookalike. He brought us Ronaldo 2 years ago. It was a crazy time, unbelievable. And he said really proudly, "I'm honored that the best player in the world reached one of the best clubs in the world." And indeed, can you imagine 10 years ago, one of the best clubs in the world, where we just finished 2 times 7th? It was not possible. We had a strategy to arrive there, and for me, we even did it before the time. In 10 years, you know, that went quickly, and we already won a title. That's amazing. So I'm really a pro Agnelli. For me, he's the mind of Juventus, he's the heart of Juventus, and I love also, and I can find myself in the 3 really important words that he said in an interview years ago. He said, passion, dedication, and humility. We work all together with those values to bring Juventus again where it had to be. So passion, he showed it. Dedication, he showed it. When he started as a president of Juventus, he was there all the home games, but also the away games. He was following the team everywhere. Now he's delegating a bit more, but this is dedication, working day and night for Juventus. Humility. Agnelli is not a man of big words. It's a guy who is humble. He doesn't speak much, but when he speaks, the guy say interesting and really impactful things. I will finish with an important sentence he said. He said, "We are people of Juve. Noi siamo la gente della Juve." And that is what he actually created. Juventus and Chiellini and a lot of people are saying, when we are at Juventus, we are in a family. So, Andrea Agnelli, I was already a big fan of you 10 years ago when you started. You showed me after 10 years what you were able to do. I'm immensely thankful for what you did. Thank you, Andrea Agnelli. Maybe you will see that video, maybe not, but I wanted to say thank you for what you did for Juventus, for all the Juve fans in the world, for me. Guys, you will probably be okay with me or not. This is really a discussion. I respect all opinions. I'm a big fan of Andrea Agnelli, even if I know and I understand that he's not perfect. Don't forget Now he started at 34, he's 44, who didn't make mistakes. So probably you're okay or not with my opinions. Please write it in the comments. That can be a beautiful start of a debate. Maybe I can do one day a video of all the mistakes he did. Today I really wanted to praise him. So put it in the comments. Please like the video, share it with the Juve English speaking community. That's important. And I want to finish as always with a big forza Juve.